2011.
Yeah.
We're sitting here with 2 mics, logos on them. We got banners. There's cameras everywhere. It's belts. It's T-shirts. It's stores. It's a monitor with our show running on playlist. We have that many shows that we were able to put a whole season's playlist on and just let it rock
Without riding twice.
without running back anything.
Houston, we have a problem.
What you gonna do? 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 What you gonna do?
Oh yeah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Wrestling Realm. We are here live in the flesh at Black Wrestlefest. Me and the real Dwayne Allen. Brother Hugh on camera today. You know, somebody got to hold the camera. Shout out to Brother Hugh. Realness.
Shout out to Brother Who.
How you feeling?
Not bad, man. Feeling good. We in Brooklyn.
We in Brooklyn.
I'm outside.
We got you outside. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought, man? Out of all the obstacles and all the hurdles, man, we're finally here. We in the space now. Here at Black Wrestlefest.
Yep.
You know, at this wonderful melanated weekend of Juneteenth weekend.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to ask you straight up.
Go ahead. Talk to your boy.
Didn't I tell you so?
You did. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I told you so.
There's times where I don't believe you
Uh-huh.
because I know you're a big fan of mine. like you're like, not only are we brothers, like you're a fan of mine, which I love and respect.
Uh-huh.
But I'm like, he's trying to get me hyped up and trying to get me excited and stuff. But when I got here, just to have so many other people, so many other, figures in the black wrestling media, kind of come to me like, yo, we've been looking for you. Where have you been at? I figured it would be like one or two or a few, but to have so many people sit there and say, no, where were you in Texas? Where were you in New York last night? Like, we've been looking for you, man. So, I don't know, man. It's good to be in the mix. It's good to, get a chance to meet people face to face.
Uh-huh.
And to kind of put names with the faces at the end of the day. So, man, I'm really enjoying myself, and I'm glad that we had an opportunity to come out and do this and network and just talk to some of the fans. You know what I mean? It's weird having people come up to you and say, oh, yeah, I know who you are. I'm like, hey, I'm Dwayne. They're like, no, I know who you are. I'm like, oh, okay.
We love our city of Baltimore. We saw it a little bit of Ring of Honor, and we was just getting started at that time. Like, we was just finally, like, it's 2012, so
Right.
we were like a year old. Here we are, 11 years later, and I kept telling you, hard work paying off. I realized this when I came for those
We just got shout out. Somebody just give a shout out. I'm going to cut you off.
Oh, shout out to Janelle from HR from the Jobber-Tears podcast. I was actually getting ready to say, oh, that's Danny from the Pretty Hill. Shout out to Danny. She was on Wrestling for the Culture. But I noticed when we came to the Those Wrestling Girls anniversary party / Jobber Slam, I was like, whoa, we over in New York?
Right.
And I kept telling you, we're doing a ride up here in New York. It's a good vibe. See, because people think Southern hospitality, they think Northerners are rude, but it's not the case.
Yeah, it's not overwhelming, man, but it's just like, it's kind of eye-opening. You know what I mean? More than anything. It's like, oh, okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm glad that I was able to actually partake and kind of be involved and say, okay, this has been fun. Like I said, and then when you hear like the stories from the panelists and have them and the people that put on events, shout out to Danny from Pretty Heels, who have orchestrated and put on this event.
Yeah.
To see their dreams come true.
Yep.
To see a lot of people get an opportunity to meet people and do the things that they love to do, all in the space at the same time, man. It's been eye-opening. It's been fun. I'm gracious and I'm thankful, for the opportunity and just the response that we've been getting from everybody since being up here. So
yeah, you think back to like our brother Corey's right here.
Look at brother Corey, my guy. Look at him. That's my guy, yo.
Yeah,
That's a brother, a good brother.
Corey's a good
not a lot of
brother.
good brothers, but
Yeah, it's not
he's a good
too
brother.
many, but you think back to like seeing him and Doc.
Right.
And that's why I had to give Doc his flowers.
Absolutely.
Just a true pioneer, somebody who's always putting on for all the content creators, all the wrestlers. And to be reunited with them here, this has been amazing. This is the place to be. I try to tell people this is the place you need to be, right here, Black Wrestlefest. And I'm glad that I got two of my best friends here. I don't do that on air too often. You gave me the look like, watch your mouth. He's like, look, I know you got it in post-production. That's why I just muted myself.
No, man, trust me. Look, you good. I get it because I understand where it's coming from.
It's from the heart.
So.
Like I get to do a show every week with two of my best friends in the world. A lot of people cannot say that.
Yeah.
You know, when you know, like you said, it's the brotherhood. This isn't just like, y'all, we cool. You know, we tell each other like it is, things we need to hear, things we don't want to hear. But at the end of the day, it's one word. It's love. You know, and it's been great. You know, I've been grateful for this weekend because, I turn around and I look, I look at our table. Shout out to you, as far as like putting, getting stuff, materials, putting that together. Shout out to Brother Hugh, help with design stuff. And it has been great to be able to sit back and do that. And like I said, just being here amongst other Black wrestling content creators, other Black wrestlers on Juneteenth weekend. People can say what they want about the holiday, but, it's just been a phenomenal experience, to say the least. And, I'm really looking forward to doing a lot more stuff like this as we move forward.
No, man, I agree, man. It's such a different experience. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, I'm grateful at the end of the day. We've been able to do a lot of cool things during our time.
Yep.
And this happens to be one of them.
Yeah.
So, this is a cool experience, though. So,
yeah.
man, I'm glad I was able to come out and really dig deep. For me, I'm used to seeing these things from a distance.
Yeah.
Right?
It's different when you feel it, though, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
You came out here. You tasted it.
It's different when you're in it, man. It's like you get a different perspective on what it means to the people that you're kind of in business with, your colleagues. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's not a whole lot of it's not a whole lot of like, what is he doing?
It's time you move closer.
This is fine. Right.
Oh, to the mic.
Oh, my fault. My bad. I had to bring the mic.
Yeah.
I thought Brian X was telling me to move to the, but you hear audio and I can't.
Yeah.
Is it good now? Okay.
Yeah, you good.
No, man. It's in life you talk about these things where it's like, well, you got to experience it. This is one of those type things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, this is what it's about. Like, can you imagine, as we kind of move the conversation forward, 2011, whenever we got this thing started.
Yeah.
That this is where it would end up. This is where we will be at this point. Like, this was always the vision. And it's crazy because, like, now with the vision, we kind of get to enjoy what we worked so hard to kind of get in this space. And this is just the beginning. Like, this is such on such a beginning level.
Yeah.
But, like, we're part of the first Black Wrestlefest.
Yep.
Like, that's history. You know what I mean? When else is all said and done and how far this thing goes, we can say the wrestling world was on the first one. We'll always have these memories. We'll always have these videos. We'll always have these pictures. And, so it's kind of like I said, I'm humbled. I'm grateful. You know what I mean? To God be all the glory, of course.
Amen.
But, this is nice, man. This is like we got a lot going on. But 2011, we're sitting here with 2 mics, logos on them. We got banners. There's cameras everywhere. It's belts. It's T-shirts. It's stores. It's a monitor with our show running on playlist. We have that many shows that we were able to put a whole season's playlist on and just let it rock
without riding twice,
without running back anything. And the crazy part is, this is our latest content that we were scrambling to do almost a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago.
Less than a year ago.
Less than a year. Okay, so that was less around last summer, right?
Yep.
Okay, so last summer,
Gosh,
as of
I'm fat.
Yeah, as of
he goes, yeah.
as of June 19th. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, what have you taken away from Black Wrestlefest, the very first one?
My biggest takeaway is validation by everybody. For everybody, I mean, seeing everybody validate each other. When I asked the question to the ladies, what was their welcome to the business moment?
Right.
And
yeah.
Shout out to Stephanie Hardy of the Hardy Wrestling Podcast. She broke down in tears, talking about her and being up there with Trish Stratus and Lita.
Right.
you know, and she talked about things over her career. That was a moment, you know, to see everybody have like these moments.
Right.
You know, when I was up there with Sir Wilkins, and he said, you know, y'all all are humble, but like all y'all some heavy hitters.
Right.
That was a moment. You know, it shows that everybody here has put in the work in some way, shape, or form.
Absolutely. Yep.
The fact that you've invested in yourself to be here, you're putting in the work to be here, and it's paying off. You know, to be amongst the creators, other content creators, man, what a blessing.
Absolutely, man. It's just I don't know, man. It goes to show you that like I said, at one point, this is something that everybody kind of look at you and roll your eyes about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you guys going to talk about wrestling? But it's like, well, we've turned it into a pretty solid brand.
Yeah.
And we're looking to continue to make it profitable going forward. You know what I mean?
You see why I would always say to people when I would come to these things, where we are?
Yeah.
You know, it's a difference to like here, but when you get around and you're like, yo, where were y'all when we was trying, like when I was growing up? And, you know, when it was me and Brother Hugh in 6th grade being made fun of, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, y'all like that fake stuff, this, that. You know?
Right,
like,
right.
Don't come for me, you know? But we stuck with it. And, you know, I'll tell you this on air, like, I'll never forget, you say there's nothing wrong with that. And that right there, like those small words was so impactful. I still remember where I was sitting to this day.
Hey, and the crazy part is I do too. That's great. Like I remember that day. Like, and I remember that the one you gave me a business card, and it was the you talking about. Oh, yeah, that's the only one I ever had. I was like, so you only had one business card? Oh, that's the only one you had left at the time.
Yeah.
You know, when you had your previous show, but it's like, it goes back to what you said. It's about impact.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not talking about T-Day Wrestling. You know? It's like when you look at the responsibility that you have, because it's like, well, you can really like change somebody's life. Like I was texting earlier and I was saying like, man, I think the most rewarding part about this is being able to speak to people and they feel comfortable in their own skin because of the conversation that you had with them.
Yep.
Right. It just goes to show you that, like, man, you never know how you can affect and change somebody's life with, like I heard on the panel, one of the ladies on the women in wrestling panel, she said the words that Brian Ace gave me about what took you so long, or finally it's about time, you know, and it's like that touched her life.
Yeah.
Like that affected her personally, and that affected her career.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and if you have the ability to change somebody's life in any way, shape, or form, in any positive direction, you got to always, you know, you got a responsibility to do those type of things.
Yeah.
At least that's how I've always lived. That's how I've always grown. And that's the type of man that I choose to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's something that we incorporate in what we do as far as the wrestling realm. You know what I mean? We've always tried to give people confidence, give people, you know, like, be yourself and be proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like don't be ashamed of what you like, and don't try to fit into the mold of somebody else if that's not who you are.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it's like when you see so many different people of your same race, but all different shades, sizes, backgrounds, demographics, gender. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like we're so much alike, but we're so different in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
But the fact that we can come together and kind of, you know, have these moments, have these days, have these conventions, have these panels, have these conversations at the end of the day. I think that's what moves the needle forward.
Yeah, man. It like I said, it's just been amazing. You know, like I said, even just being in New York City, you know, New York City, just being up here, it's just like, you know, you think of like media.
Right.
And, you know, it's the #1 market. And
it's New York, right?
Yeah.
It's not Los Angeles. So where's Los Angeles? #2?
I would think so.
Okay. I mean, that's almost obvious, but it seems obvious to say.
Yeah, I think it's New York, Los Angeles, Chicago.
Right.
But yeah, you up here, the #1 market, and it's just amazing. You know, there's no other way to put it. The battery ran out.
That's cool. Nah, he good. Look at brother. He was working. Like he's trying to get as much video as possible, man. Don't worry about it. Hey, brother, you good, brother? You ain't got to keep shooting, man. Do your thing. Go and take your pictures or whatever, man. You good, man. Look, we got a lot of content. We got plenty of stuff between our 3 phones, this extra phone, all the video footage. Man, I think, and then we still got to take some pictures.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got a lot to do, man. But this has been fun. Have you been to anybody else's show today?
No, not yet.
Okay, I've had a couple people come over and do interviews. I didn't get a chance to really like find out where they were from. They're like, hey man, this is I'm here with one half of the Wrestle. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right, on the spot, telling people what it is. And
okay, dope.
Trying to take the opportunity to say, hey man, this is what we do.
Yeah.
And that's been it's different. I'm not used to that, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's been good to actually, like I said, kind of put your hands to the plow and get a chance to kind of just talk about what you do. And we get a chance to showcase our brand at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like the table's been on fire.
Yeah.
Like if you listen to this, head over to the Instagram page and the Twitter page.
Oh yeah, so look, we actually got these on sale.
We're making a sale live on the air.
If you go on to Wrestlerealm.com. Oh no, yeah, Wrestlerealm.com. But right for today and tomorrow, you get $6.19 off.
This is what we do. We came up here to sell merchandise at the end of the day.
$6.19 off. You enter the code Black Wrestle.
Brian H is selling
t-shirts. I gotta send it to you. Give me a second. I'm gonna send you the code. But that way you can get some money, save some money.
Brother Corey has stepped into the building.
I was ready for the picture.
Oh, look, my guy, Corey.
Yeah, we always
This is what
know
we
Brother
do.
Corey.
Photo ops.
One of our day ones.
Oh yeah, easy.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Like I said, we talking about a guy that was. See, the best part about guys like Doc and Corey is they've been in the joint since day one. I told you, Doc and Corey been on interviews before. It was a place to put platforms for interviews.
Yep.
Like Corey, can you even find the first interviews y'all did? Like they did Adam Cole's first interview.
Exactly.
Like where
you might as well come over here. You already,
bro. Like Corey, we got to bring Corey. Look, K Mac's in the building. We're recording K Mac.
We got just K Mac, my son's favorite wrestler.
Yo, what's going on? I'm out here with the Wrestle with my man Brian Waters, my man. My man. I'm out here with Brian H. Waters, live at Black Wrestling Fest.
It doesn't get any better than
I'm gonna cut this promo. But for real, thanks to everybody checking in on Wrestling Realm. Be sure to check it out. It is the podcast to listen to. I mean, outside Jobber Tears and everything else, but I had to show him love.
It's all good. It's all business, baby.
No, Wrestling Realm, my man Brian right here. Know him for 2 years. My man over here. They killing it right now. You need to listen right now. What are you doing? If you're listening to something else, you need to turn because you need to be into the wrestling realm. Facts. Okay, let's get this party started.
You see that?
That's the party starter, ladies
That's how you
and gentlemen.
know we got a free promo. We didn't have to pay him.
Right. Yo, one of the best moments, NABJ, when him and Brother Hugh was dancing when we was in D.C., NABJ 16. Remember that? What was that? In D.C., the Sports Task Force party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, him and Brother Hugh was out there cutting the rug.
Cutting the rug, you already called it?
They be like, gimmick? What gimmick? Yeah. Like, everybody's like, yo, I love your party starter gimmick. And I'm like, gimmick?
I'm sorry, gimmick?
This is me. This is who I am. This is the person who I am. We lit.
You already said he lit.
Also, shout out to Those Wrestling Girls podcast. Check them out too, if you ain't doing it already.
You got Queen PR next door.
I appreciate the shout out, Queen PR from Those Wrestling Girls.
Yeah, she already bombarded, said she getting the realness. And wait a minute. Get him over here right now. This is the moment.
We got a bit of a situation.
He got a nerve. Hold on. We just shook hands. I thought we buried the hatchet.
Look this. We got a situation right here.
I thought we buried the hatchet.
Brian Nation's officially had to take the mic out of what you call it.
Hold on. I thought. No, I ain't stuck. It's good. I thought we buried the hatchet, and here he comes out. There was these goddamn Crocs. Now look. Let's set the record straight. Right now.
We got a situation on our hands.
Now, we're gonna set the record straight. On May 20th, 2022, who won the match?
It's not about.
No. Who won the match?
It's not a. Give me this.
Let's ask the lady who went through the door. Let's ask the lady who went through the door. Who won the match?
Nothing to do with her. You was like this. It's like firecrackers going on.
You did this. I told you a receipt was coming.
Listen, you tried to fast count me out of the biggest moment of my career.
But you resilient. You kicked out.
That's not the point. You look what I had to go. Matter of fact, can you please get the Croc, please? Please get it.
I think
What's-
these guys
you
know
put it
each
on
other.
Flames.
Please get it. Listen, we're gonna have to show people, right? Because this gentleman over here, we brought him in, right, to be a wholesome referee to provide decorum.
Yep, you
what
sure
did
did.
he do? What did you do? Go ahead.
I counted. You started it. When you play the video game, what happens when you bump the ref? Because you're a gamer. When you bump the ref, sometimes that first count might be a little fast.
Uh-oh.
What?
That first count. That first count might be a little fast. See, this is the evidence right here.
Wait.
See
He got
that?
him out. He got him out. He got him. He got the crock. Look at it. Look at it. He set the crock on fire.
Why you ain't have to do that because of me? There was no way you could have communicated. You didn't have an IFB, so you already had it in the works. But
See,
I
I thought
still
this was over,
counted.
but apparently it wasn't.
Who won?
Of course I won.
All right then.
That's not the point.
All right, you won though.
Because you tried to. Give me a lighter. Anybody got a lighter?
No, we ain't doing that again.
Does anybody have a lighter? I don't think we have a lighter. Are we
We're not
allowed to light
doing
things
that
inside
again.
in Brooklyn? I don't think
Well,
so.
let's
I'm not
look.
sure.
Look. We're gonna bury the
Wait,
hatchet.
okay, there we go. We're going to bury the hatchet. There
We're
we
gonna
go.
bury the hatchet. See now.
Yeah, we're gonna bury the hatchet.
We're gonna bury the hatchet. I'm not wearing Crocs, but you won. You won. Congratulations. The King of New York, ladies and gentlemen, JBoujii.
Uh-oh. What? Wait.
And him and Brother Hugh just seem to be the biggest fans of Crocs.
See, this is what I'm saying. Anything can happen while we're here. Look at that. Hey, you straight, man?
I'm
You get
great.
situated?
Oh yeah, I'm
Look,
great.
I'm glad y'all buried your hatchet, though.
Yeah, we had to bury the
You know what I'm saying? You know, two good brothers, you know what I'm saying, had a bit of a dispute, but, you know, nothing that can't be settled or solved in the ring.
See, we ain't had to this time though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it was like it didn't have to go that far. I
Right,
know
you
it
know.
started in the ring, but, it ended right here with a positive handshake. This is what Black Wrestlefest is all about, right?
Yep.
All right. See, I got to put this back down because, wait a minute.
So what a good day. What a good time, man. I'm loving this.
Look at that, man. We settling disputes, you know what I'm saying, while on the show.
Yep. Docta D.
Look at Doc.
Docta
Look at Doc.
D.
Doc is in the building. Look at Doc. Doc's
We
in the
got,
building.
like I said, we always go give him his flowers.
Doc is in the building. The legend.
Doc,
Look at
do
him.
what you do.
The story goes like this.
There it is.
As I was just explaining to Stephanie Hardy, Don Cornelius, Arsenio Hall, Oprah Winfrey,
Tell him, Doc.
every last person in this room can fall under that category because they started with one thing. They got a love for something and they show how much they love it. These are my brothers. These are my brothers. Brian, Dwayne, Hugh, Wilkins, Black, my sisters, Janelle, Ciendo, I don't want to mess her name up, Krista, Patricia, Danielle, Stephanie, I don't want to leave anybody out, Dirty Hills. 2007, none of them were around when I started.
That's right. I
But
can verify
knew
that.
it was coming. I knew it had to happen, especially the women. Oh, my God. Don't get me started because, hey, I may find my wife here. You know what I mean?
Tell 'em,
I'm
Doc.
just saying. But no, seriously. Well, I am being serious. But I'm telling y'all right now, I knew they were around. I knew they were somewhere in the shadows. But I'm like, when were they going to come up on the front line with us? And they here now. And they here now.
And we're going to make sure they're here to stay.
And they are here to stay. Because I ain't playing with anybody out there. They can say whatever they want about me. I don't care. I ain't fooling with them Bama.
Tell him, Doc.
But I'm going to tell you right now, if a woman started HBC UConn, if a woman started Black Wrestlefest, then you daggone right a woman can do whatever the heck they want.
Tell him,
I'm
Doc.
going to tell you right now. Because listen, when it comes to looking for family, when it comes to developing family, it starts with a community like Black Wrestlefest. It starts with a community like HBC UConn. It starts with a community like BlurCon. It starts with a community like the Wrestling Realm. It starts with a community like those wrestling girls.
Tell 'em, Doc.
It starts with a community like JBoujii. It starts with a community like Wrestling Marks of Excellence Radio, starring The Firm. It starts with yours truly and nephew Corey, and so many people. Black Wrestling Podcast. Definitely don't want to forget them. What am I saying here?
Tell them, Doc.
What am I saying here? What I'm saying is that even when I'm long gone, there's going to be so many of us after us that's going to be inspired because we got a love for this, we got a love for pro wrestling, and we got a love for the fans. We got a love for the fans. I've always said, if anything else, I'm a fan of the fan. I'm a fan of the fan. And I continue to do this, not just for myself, not just for my family, but just for the fans. Because at the end of the day, pro wrestling created a happy place for me, and we here creating a happy place for the wrestling fans.
That's right.
End of story.
Dr. D,
That's the
ladies
legend
and
that
gentlemen.
just talked. Y'all better. I hope y'all paid attention.
Put some respect on his name. That's what we do. Put some respect on his name.
Man, I've been waiting for that for a minute, man. That's OG.
Uh-huh.
Like, Doc, you said it all. Like, that's you can drop the mic on that one.
Yes, sir. We're going to take it home.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
All right, because we got more work to do.
Yeah, we got some rounds to make. We got some photos to take.
There's some
I
more
didn't mean for that
content to
rhyme.
create.
More content to create. We on fire right now. Rounds to make. I can't even. Never mind. Go ahead.
Well, I might want to break out to a song, but I'm not going to. They got better people who can sing better. But ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for this episode of the Wrestling Realm live here at Black Wrestlefest. Thank you. We got more. Like I said, we got more content to create. So make sure y'all stay tuned to the YouTube channel. Go buy the merch. Subscribe to the Patreon. You can do it for as low as $1. And if you subscribe to the Patreon, you will get a lot of the behind-the-scenes content and extra stuff from this weekend. So long, everybody.
Peace. This show wasn't born for the weak.